Okay, editors, we have a new pack to review. The last couple of things I have reviewed on this channel have been premium and kind of expensive. Every one of them has been worth the money so far, but today we're going to be looking at something a little bit more easy on your wallet. A company called EasyEdit reached out to me asking if I can review one of their packs. I had no idea who these guys were at first, and then I realized they had worked with people like Ali Abdul and Premier Gal, and so now we're here. Fun fact, I actually have a testimonial featured on Premier Gal's site, which that's kind of crazy. Look, Mum, I'm famous! Okay, so let's start with the obvious. It is a title pack, so naturally the main feature is going to be titles, right? There's a decent number to choose from, the majority of which have really unique aesthetics. You have some simple animated text like this, then you have some stop motion titles and titles with wacky effects like this, and cinematic titles and texture titles and even credits. Then what I didn't realize at first glance, just looking at the front page and not really reading anything, just kind of getting a bit of a summary, is that it actually comes with a lot more than that. There is a ridiculous number of textures and light leaks and film burns, liquid burns, overlays that help emulate the VHS footage, CRT overlays, and even animated sketch things like that. You even get a couple of those overlays in a transition format, so it's pretty much the same thing, but it's made in a way that is specifically so you can like combine two clips together in the middle, which is pretty neat. And it's actually probably worth saying at this point, like this whole video has been edited using this pack. There's nothing else included in here, so if you like the look of this video, then that is what you're going to be getting. As an editor, I see myself using this pack quite a bit. There are so many different types of assets, things that I just didn't have in my arsenal of creative resources and stuff beforehand. Also, I think the main selling point is how easy it is to apply all of this. You literally just open the panel in Premiere Pro, click on the thing that you want, and it gets put in there for you. I still can't get over how easy this process is. It never gets old. Now, with all that being said, I do have a couple of like gripes and little nitpicky bits with this pack, and I'm being 100% honest here. That's the whole point of these reviews. I can say the good stuff and the bad. The titles. Now, this feels like a strange thing to be like criticizing because it's the main focal point of the pack, but I feel like there isn't a huge variation of titles considering this is meant to be like a pack of 350, and there are ways to customize every single one of them. So it's not like you're going to be missing out per se. You can swap out the backgrounds, make them transparent, change the fonts, things like that, things that would make it unique, and you keep all those animations, which I suppose that's the whole point. It is a template, right? But then when you take a look at the titles, you realize that a lot of them are the same kind of animations and there isn't really much variation between each one. A lot of them are really well animated. They're like really smooth, they've got a nice little ease-in effect and it looks great, but the issue I have is that they all kind of look the same. There aren't really like any glitch titles or anything like that, and I get it is a cinematic pack, but I feel like you could have just added in a couple more little bits and pieces here to make it feel like it's worth a little bit more. Hell, even throw in some CTA, some subtitles, things like that. I will say though, and there's like a tiny little bonus thing, the majority of the overlays and the textures and things like that, they all come with their own sound effects, and I really appreciate that actually, because the majority of plugins and packs that you find online, they give you the texture or whatever. You have to go out of your way to source the audio yourself and match it with the clip and make sure it all works properly, and that's kind of a tedious process. EasyEdit have done a great job finding all the right sound effects and merging them together for ease of access. So in terms of a final review, do I think it's worth the money? Absolutely. I mean, it's literally the price of a pizza. I think the titles by themselves are worth the money, hands down, but then you have all the overlays and all the extra stuff that comes along with it that just adds all that extra value. I think honestly, this pack is probably worth more than what they're charging. If you think about how much time actually went into creating all the individual assets, in future, I would really like to see more variations. It is worth noting that while they reached out to me to review this one specific product, I assume it's like a new one they've just released, their store is remarkably extensive. They didn't ask me to plug this, by the way, but obviously I did a little bit of research before I agreed to work with them. So for Premiere Pro alone, they have 36 packs available right now, and nearly double that for After Effects.
36, counted them myself. 36!
So this is the one we checked out today, and I think that's really reasonable priced for what it is. But then you have this one here, and it's like a pack of 200 fitness-based infographics and animations and all this kind of, dude, this is really, really nice. Oh, I love the look of this one, the multi-screen slideshow pack. All right, EasyEdit, we need to work on this one, man. This looks so cool. Look at all this. They got a pack of 400 counters, 350 social media assets, a whole bundle dedicated to YouTube stuff, a pack of 1,500 titles. I mean, that one would probably solve like all of the gripes that I have with the cinematic one, but dude, this pack of 1,500 titles is just $5 more. But anyway, you get the point. The cinematic title pack is great, but it seems like pretty much everything EasyEdit make is super high quality and probably going to be within your price range. So if this one doesn't catch your fancy, take a look at the site. I will leave a link in the description down below where you can go ahead and check out not only the pack that we've spoken about today, but also their whole store, because I feel like there's probably going to be something in there for you regardless of whatever it is you're working on. EasyEdit, thanks again for sending me out the pack. I love your faces. You're amazing and beautiful, and I will catch you in the next one.